by the president to undermine our national security, to violate his oath of office, and to jeopardize the purity of our elections, the integrity of our elections, has taken us to this place. So today, we will make history. When the managers walk down the hall, we will cross a threshold in history, delivering articles of impeachment against the President of the United States for abuse of power and obstruction of the House. As we make that history, we will be making progress.
Okay, I'm going to let her still play in the background. I am just doing this on the fly, and I'm covering up the screen so you don't get dizzy with me walking around trying to get orientated, because I'm just doing a one-shot video real quick. Speaker Pelosi flipping did it again. I'll tell you what she did. She's so genius. She's so smart with all this. The moon right now is 3 degrees Libra, 57 minutes. I'm bringing up astro.com so I can see exactly where the moon is right now. It is 3 degrees Libra, 58 minutes, 32 seconds. She is so calculating all the time. This is the new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn on December 26th over Washington, D.C. She had, oh, look at that. The new moon eclipse, oh my God, in Capricorn was at 4 degrees, 7 minutes Capricorn. So she is walking these impeachment articles in exact square for, oh, look at that. With the part of fortune coming over the horizon. So she's doing the walking with the part of fortune. This is the most excellent place to be. It's a mathematical calculation between the sun and the moon at the time of this chart that ushers in the most fortunate aspects. Now, it's right at the ascendant, and she is taking initiative and action, Libra, teamwork, partnership. It is in square to this new moon. And Republicans, again, can act like, we're not going to do anything. She keeps tying them to these lunations. I just can't believe it. And look at Pluto was already there at 22 degrees Capricorn. The moon is coming into a strong trine with Venus from this chart, which is at 7 degrees Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign in which the U.S. natal chart in 1776, the moon was about 27, 28 degrees Aquarius, and the moon represents the people of a nation. The sun represents the leader, the president of a nation in a horoscope. So here she is taking action. This 26 degrees Libra I've listed here, that is the actual third quarter moon that we're coming into in about 2 days. For those of you who are new to my technique, you see the words death, 8 pentacles, etc. This because I drew the tarot cards against this horoscope. Well, let's see what they were doing. Oh, so the divine feminine at this moment has the Knight. The Knight of Pentacles taking action. I said at the full moon, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups were going to be extremely active. And here the Divine Feminine had the Knight of Pentacles taking action. A valuable, worthy, praising, mature action. I am left speechless because every time she takes action on something, she has tied it to the lunations. I'm just going to try to rattle some things off the top of my head. I still have, oh my gosh, I still have so much to do for you guys. Oh my God. Oh, wait, okay. Now I'm going to faint. Because the Knight of Pentacles, I kept telling everyone, was active at the full moon. with the Page of Cups. We had to find out who that is. So the Divine Feminine was already all over this before I did the full moon Horoscope, because she had the Page of Cups, good news, which has been tied to the Republican Party not having the votes that they need. Oh my gosh, I'm just really like stunned right now. She's so brilliant. She has to have an astrologer. I want to know who the astrologer is. But someone said, well, maybe she just is an astrologer. You know what? I wouldn't put it past her. So she's preemptively activating this eclipse energy. So when I talk about eclipse click dates, it means when there's a transit that happens that activates that eclipse. And she's doing it right now with the Democrats defending our Constitution. And oh my gosh, this Saturn-Pluto conjunction, I have no words to describe how magnificent it is, how through my core, through every fiber of my being, the Republican Party, they're done. This is a new power cycle, power structure cycle. It rides on eclipse energy. And the thing that they've been exploiting since the last Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which was actually in Libra in 1982, the last time we had the Saturn-Pluto in Capricorn was about 500 years ago. So it happens every 33 years. So the last cycle was in 1982, and this stuff was active, oh my God, in Libra. Oh my gosh. And it was at 27 degrees. Holy cow. Look at, and there's the word death. I think that's the Republican Party. It's the death of the party, because they've been exploiting an aspect of this chart that has been fueling them. Like, they've had so much leverage since then. It will explain why it's been so impossible to get ahead of them, ahead of the curve. But they're done. That power cycle that started in 1982, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction this last weekend made it obsolete. It closed the door. It was the last chapter, and that book is complete. We are starting into a new cycle. Just like we have a new moon, that's a new cycle. Astrology is about cycles and time and prediction. And so we're in a new era. We're still all adjusting to it. I know I am. I said in one of my tarot videos that psychically my brain has totally changed. I'm having to adjust to it. It's a big, big, big change. But I understand why. We're all going through massive changes. And I am all over the place when I talk, which I'm going to do again right now, because the other thing I've been talking about, this lower heaven, the lowest point of the chart, the Elam, don't even ask me to try to say that. We'll just say lower heaven because this is the midheaven. The highest point of the chart when the sun rises in a given day, because if we pretend if the sun is over here and the earth is rotating, this is at sunrise, the earth is rotating, its full face is at the midheaven facing 100%. And then the earth rotates and we call that sunset. Well, when we get to midnight, that's when the sun is here and the sun is on the other side of the world. What is so significant about this area of the chart has to do with your roots, your ancestors, your family, your home, how you came into your life, this life experience. That describes this house. So if you're talking about your roots and your ancestors, this line right here is literally the grave of your ancestors. And when there are planets here, close to this lower heaven, you're doing work. You have a connection to your ancestors, and your job is to heal the wounds and the karma of your family. We all have family karma. Sometimes we're here, sometimes we want to get away. But when you have this much activity, this has to do with your ancestors and healing old wounds that need healing. Now, I've told you the sun represents the leader of a nation. So if this is our president right here at the grave of our ancestors, the office of the president, their ancestors are our founding fathers. Mercury right there, that's a contract. That's our Constitution. Speaker Pelosi is a flipping genius. I just am awed every single time something happens. And so I am just going to randomly post this. And I think because I'm heading out of town, I know I keep saying this, but I have so much to do before then. I think I just have to post in short segments like this about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction and how profound it is in just these short little videos, because it is mind-blowing. It explains everything. And I promise when I share this with all of you, you're going to understand that this is the end of the Republican Party. This is the time for our nation, for accountability, and we're going to get this right. This is the start of our Renaissance 2.0, but we've got a big mess to clean up. So I hope you liked this video. I am so happy. I cannot even explain it, okay? Thanks for being on this journey with me, you guys, because astrology is where I got started. The tarot came second. But that like kind of filled in all the gaps. See, there's a lot of space in here. We need to fill in the gaps here with the stories. That's what I couldn't do, and that's what the tarot does for me now. Okay, thanks you guys. Bye.